So, good morning. I think it's about 10 o'clock now. Bit of a later start for me, later than normal. Just stopped under this bridge to get some shade from the sun because it gets all in the lens at this time of the day because it's behind me. But my campsite is just back there a little bit, about a couple hundred metres back there. Very nice it was too. Listening to that waterfall all night was wonderful. Well, I didn't listen to it all night because I slept like a log. We're on a canal this morning and back with the River Dole. I think we're with that for most of the day, but then we cross over onto another river, but I'll let you know when we get there for that one. Right, I need to get my legs stretched. I'll catch up with you in a bit. So as you can see, we've got rid of the high ground of yesterday. We've got some longer distance views today. For now at least. Which is probably good for my legs as well. It'll mean less lumps and bumps for me.
It'll mean less lumps and bumps for me.
I had to do a lot of up and down yesterday. Quite tiring. But then perhaps that's why I slept so well. So of course, just because I said there'll be no lumps and bumps, I've just had to go up one of the, certainly the steepest little hills that I've been up so far on this tour. As always, wasn't very long, but boy, it doesn't half burn your legs this time of the morning. Anyway, you'll see it on the relive. Eesh. And now we get to enjoy the downhill as well, I suppose. Well, we will in a minute. Hopefully. I wish I could get a shot of the view because we're up quite high now, but these houses are all in the way. They've all decided to steal the view by building at the top of the hill. Ah, big lorry. Yeah, he might move over in a minute as well. Bloody lorry drivers, they're all horrible. Worst professional drivers everywhere. There's a bit of the view. So as you can tell, we've turned away from the River Dole. We have to go, I think think it's about 15-20 kilometres across country to reach the River Son. Still on the Eurovelo 6. That's the only reason I'm following this route. Since we left Mulheim several days ago, all I'm doing is following the Eurovelo 6. And the Eurovelo 6 has decided that we need to get over to the River Somme, which will then meet up with the River Doubs again shortly after. I think they just want to make us climb some hills. Well, I hope this is as high as we need to go today. Be quite nice not to have to go up any more hills. Got another long day ahead of me. This is another, I think this one will be at least 40 miles. Possibly a little bit further. I have to find a campsite somewhere at the end of the day. We will see, we will see. As always, we will see. So, way over there is the high ground that we were cycling through yesterday, that the river was snaking backwards and forwards through. Oh, that was lovely. And now today it's flattening out. We're going to be enjoying some flatter rides. Nice view though, eh? So we're now going to go down a hill into a little village called Auchan. And in this village we should find the River Somme. And then we're going to follow that one for the next couple of days, I think. I shan't let go of the brakes because I have absolutely no idea what's down here. Like a sharp bend, for instance. And another sharp bend. No, just a busy road. I've got to go over there, have I? Any signs anywhere? No. Well, there's one. Is that a river I see ahead of me? I think it could be. Oh, it was a canal. Oh, and the river. So now I have a canal on my right, And the River Seurre is behind these trees on the left. Well, excuse me, keep coughing or clearing my throat. Had a right tickle after all that hay. Let's come cruising down here at 50 miles an hour. Egypt. You're in Egypt. There's a campsite down here, so there will be a bit of traffic at this time of the morning, I suppose. Let's pull over for this one without going in the canal. So this is our first proper look at the River Seurre. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Silly frogs. So this is Dole, where I'm hopefully going to find some food. And that lovely old building is the Church of Notre Dame at Dole. Still in Dole, just a different view. Oh, I just came round the last corner and there's this like 3 foot long snake laying right out across the path in front of me. I tried to avoid him, but I clipped his tail, poor little thing. He shot off into the grass. Didn't get a chance to get the camera out in time. I think it was only a grass snake. The annoying thing about not having a camera out all the time is all the deer and rabbits and lizards, snakes, well, snake, all these things I keep missing, not being able to catch them on video. Ah, well. There's nothing I can do about that. Anybody watching knows France very well, the geography of France. I'm now in Côte d'Or. Doesn't mean anything to me, but I keep seeing signs saying that that's the department I'm in. They seem to be very proud of their department. I think the only departments I know are the ones that come on the back of a wine bottle. Tim, that's nothing to be proud of. Now that whole mill is boarded up and all the houses along behind it as well. That is completely empty. I know I keep mentioning this, but it's just ridiculous the amount of property that is just run down and left empty. The old town. The old town. Right, don't be asking me to pronounce the name of this one. I shall put it on the screen. Not going in there though, because when I get to this bridge, I'm turning left. We've all heard the saying, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. Well, this rather uninspiring view has accompanied me with this really rough piece of, I struggle to call it tarmac, but it's jiggled and vibrated me for the last, I don't know, it must be 10 miles. Seems like 10 miles, probably 8 miles, 7, 8 miles. And I've still got another couple to go. And it's not even anything nice to look at. And I've got the hot midday sun beating down on me. View in front, view behind. Sorry about commute. She's a bit annoying. But I'm trying to find my campsite, so I can't exactly turn her off right now. What a pretty little place, but it's really difficult to find your way through. Bonjour. Right. Are we getting there? I think we might be. The flag's pretty. That's not a bad view, is it? I'm what? 3-4 metres from the water. Trini's here with me, minus her seat. I don't leave it on at night just in case it rains. But how's about that for a view, eh? A millionaire's view for €10. I'm happy with that. Shall we see if we can feed the fish? There is some in here, but they swam off as soon as I set the camera up. So yeah, today I was supposed to be talking about insurance, wasn't I? As in travel insurance for your bike when you're touring and taking it abroad on an aeroplane, perhaps. If you picture the situation, which is pretty much the same for everybody, but I came back from Morocco and Trini was all packaged up, bundled up, covered in cardboard, wrapped in plastic with fragile stickers all over it. And you go to excess baggage, you pick up the trike, happy to have the trike back, you stick it on a trolley with the rest of your bags, and you go to your transport home, be that taxi, bus, train, car, whatever, and you make your way home. In my case, it was a couple of days later I unpacked Trini, found that she'd been squashed and that there was damage done. So in the first instance I contacted my... oh, now what is that over there? Is that an otter? Ah, can I get it? Either an otter or a very large rat. This camera will never pick it up anyhow. I can see it better with my eyes than I can on the screen of the camera. Anyway, if it comes back I'll point the camera at it. So, where do we get to? Yeah, so I've got Trini at home. A couple of days later I've unpacked and found the damage, so I've contacted my insurance company, because Trini's insured, as you know, for everything pretty much, and they turned around and said, yeah, you'll have to do that through the airline's insurance, which is fair enough. You know, airlines have insurance for that sort of thing, not a problem. So next thing I did was contact Royal Air Maroc, and they said, yeah, not a problem. First question they asked was, can you send us the copy of the damage report that you filed whilst you were at the airport? And I was like, the what? Do what now? Yeah, so I was supposed to have unwrapped Trini at the airport, found the damage, gone to their service desk and reported the damage whilst I was still at the airport. Without that report, that has to be made on the day, without that report, there is no insurance. So that was the end of that. I went back to my own insurance company, and of course they wanted the same thing anyhow. I spoke to them about it. I didn't actually try and make another claim with them, but I spoke to them about it. They said, yeah, we need the same thing. So, but then looking further into it, once I was very disappointed that I wouldn't be able to make any claim whatsoever, I looked further into it and found that maximum damages for airlines is standardised around the world, and it's standardised to the tune of just over $1,300 US. So there's one to think about if any of you are putting your bike onto an aeroplane anytime soon to go for a tour or coming back from a tour. One, don't expect to be compensated for anything more than $1,300, and two, check the bike before you leave the airport, because you need to get a form filled in showing the damage before you leave the airport. Just thought I'd pass that on, that's my experience. I mean, as I said yesterday, the damage that I had to Trini was fairly minor anyhow, but it's not the point. Somebody else damages your stuff, they're the ones that should be paying for it. There we go. Lots of little fish attacking that piece that I threw in down there. But they're only tiny. They're only a couple of inches long. The bigger ones all swam off. I say bigger. They're about 6 to 8 inches long. Oh, helps if you point the camera at the fish, doesn't it? Oh well, they're having some supper at least. I shall be sitting out here for most of the evening, I think. Quite pleasant. Right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Ta-ta.